Hello, my name's John Moo, and I'm glad you're here because I am going to show you a series of videos on how you can build yourself a website within the next few hours. So don't be afraid if you are a little bit nervous and you haven't built a website before, because that's what this whole training is all about. With our membership site and all our training, we want you to be able to, we don't need you to be professionals in it. We want you to just be able to easily follow, look over our shoulder, and be able to, kick some serious goals. And I guess at the end of the day, you can save yourself a lot of money. Now, what you're looking at here is a sample website that I was able to whip up within a couple of hours. So, of course, if I put a little bit more time into it, I can actually make it look even a lot more better. As you can see, it's got videos. It's all got. I've got a custom header there. A button to go to the next page. Some content. And yeah, so this is something that I want to show you how to do. Yeah, so be ready. What I want to do first is, before we can jump straight into building a website, I guess I need to explain to you what are the things that you need. Now, I'm going to show you a spreadsheet and a couple of steps that you do need. Now, this is a spreadsheet here. Now, don't be afraid, okay? So let's take this one step at a time. The first thing you need to do is to buy yourself a domain. Now, the domain is your web address. So it could be whatever it is you want it to be. So, for example, with this one is webcoverplus.com.au. Now, this new site I'm going to build is going to be practically the same. But it's going to be on a new domain, webcoverplus.com. Okay, so we're going to redo this whole website again, and let me show you how to do all the neat little cool features. Okay, so as I said, the first thing you need to do is go and buy yourself a domain. Where do you buy this? You can go to a place called Crazy Domains. This is where I buy my domains, and of course, since you're a member, we also got a section in here, and let me just pull it up and show you. Okay, in here is the membership area. There's hosting and domains. So in module, I believe module 1 talks about just all the different, just a bit of content about domains and hosting. While the page loads, it won't be a sec. I might just pause it while it loads. Okay, so module 1 actually just talks about choosing the right domain name, so it gives you a bit of insight into it. A lot of this content did come from my book about choosing the right domain names, because I did cover a lot of information there for you. So just like, for example, having the right keywords in your domain. Your domain doesn't necessarily have to have your business in it, like if you're called ABC companies, so what, at the end you want traffic. So if you call it ABC, Google thinks you're ABC, unless you want to be found for the keyword ABC, then you can do it that way. But I won't talk about how to choose the right domain name. Just go through and read module 1. Okay, so in module 2 here, that's where we go into it. I said crazy domains, so I take you through step by step what to do. So you enter there, you search to see what's available, and then you have a look here. You select what you want, you can buy it. So make sure you go through module 2, okay, before you decide to build yourself a website. So you need a URL, you need a domain, okay? They're the same thing, okay? So that's step 1. So read module 1, read module 2, okay, and follow those steps. Now, the next thing you need to do, now assuming you already purchased it, now you have to get it hosted. I recommend, of course, SEO hosting, because reason being is that because we have, I have multiple websites, and because we do a lot of SEO, each website we like to have a brand new IP address. It's just something a little bit sneaky. So Google, see, if I had all the same IP address under the one umbrella, then hey, it sort of signals to Google these are all owned by me. Whereas I can change my IP addresses with this SEO hosting. So that's why one reason. Besides that, I can have it all under one account, and I can see all my websites in the one account instead of having to log in and check out each account individually. Now, if you find that I do talk a little bit quick, I do apologize. Just rewind the video, go back and just re-listen to it. Okay. Now, we'll move forward. So you need to buy yourself a hosting account. Now, I believe, let me just have a quick look here. I apologize. Now, I believe here you got in module 3, I actually step you through how to host your own website. Okay, so hey, so I tell you where to go, buy the plans, how to set it up. So make sure you go through this whole process, and then I show you also here how to change your name servers, which I believe, okay, well, I'll put it, it doesn't really matter if you go step 3 or step 4 first. So actually I would see, as I'm doing this on the fly, by the way, so excuse me if I say something silly. I'll try not to. Okay, so we'll just move these guys up. Okay, so we'll make it step 3, change your name servers. So of course I have got that here. So you change your name servers yourself. So that just means that you go back to your domain registry where you bought your domain. Just follow these steps. Once to log in, you click there, log in, and then of course you put in your login details, and then you click manage domains, and then you select your domains that you want to change the DNS, which is the name servers. And then of course at the start you always the name servers are set by default here by your hosting company. So you just get, well, not your hosting company, that's where your domain registry company has a temporary thing for it. So just remove those and then you add your own. Okay, so once you delete them, you add your own in here. Now this information is sent to you on an email. Okay, so make sure you store that in a safe place and you record it. And we don't really need this step yet. Once it's changed, you can actually go to Leaf DNS or a few other sites available, and you can actually see if the domain names have been switched over yet. Sometimes, as I said here, it takes about 24 hours to come over, so you got to give it some time. Okay. Now I know that was a little bit quick, so just go through module 1, 2, and 3 in the domains and hosting. Okay, and as you can see, I made it very simple by taking screenshots all the way. Now, so we check off 1, and now we check off 2. You bought the hosting account. Now you changed the name servers. The next thing you need to do is create yourself a C panel. So what you do is once you paid for your hosting, they send you out an email on how to log into your WHM server. Okay, that's where everything is kept, where all your websites are kept, so that's where you create yourself a cPanel account. So the first thing you do is you got to enter your username and your password. Okay, so once you get into there, I'm just logging in here. Okay, so I am in. So the first thing I want to do is you can click list accounts, and it shows all your websites that you have hosted on this server. Okay, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to show everything I have there. So so the first thing you do is you go create a new account. So you click that. That's what you need to do straight away. Okay, so then you enter your domain name in here. You can go www.domainname.com. Well, and then you press the tab button. So you have a username, you can put in whatever you want there, so long as it's like 8 characters, and then you can get yourself put in a password. Make sure the best way to go about it is use this feature, password generate. So just highlight that, right click it, and copy that. Just gonna make sure that's on. Okay, copy that and just say yes, I have used the password. Okay, so then what you do is you go back to your spreadsheet. Okay, so and then you enter that in there. So you don't want to lose that. So the first thing you want to do is put your password there, and just you go back and you grab your username, Control C, and then go back here, Control V. Okay, then well, you got that URL, which is what I used to get here, as I said before. So you're putting your URL here, whatever it is. So now you got the username and the password, and all you need to do is you can put your email there. Actually, I'll just say whatever. So your email's in there. Select the package, whatever you purchased in your hosting account. So certain people buy different packs. So select what you want. Then don't do anything else, because that is your name server. You should already have this name server given to you on an email, where you should actually record it on your spreadsheet. So which we said here. So you put your name, well, you put your name servers in here. So you go name server 1, name server 2. Okay, because that was what you needed to put into your hosting account. When you go into your domain registry, in your name registry, that's where you put in your name servers. And as I said, it's in I've screenshot it for you all the way, so you could see it. Okay, anyway, okay, so once you've created your account, like, all you need to do is go create, and it's done. Okay, so now your cPanel is done. In your domain registry, your name servers are pointing to this cPanel, and all you need to do is give it a few hours. Probably give it like 12 to 24 hours, I'd say, and because if you go to it, it won't work. Okay, so give it some time to point to it. Now you are ready to build your website. Okay, that is honestly the most complex part out of everything. And I don't expect everyone to pick it up straight away with this first video by watching it the first time. So watch it over again and make sure you just follow the steps. You can't go wrong. Okay, the next thing what we're going to do is build this website on FusionHQ. Now FusionHQ, I must say, is the easiest platform to build a website. Okay, so this is the FusionHQ website. Okay, so in this next video, I am going to show you how to build a website from scratch with FusionHQ. I see you then.